Head over to BoardGamePrices.com to find the best price on Push, Deadman's Draw, and thousands of other games. Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Recently, I reviewed a game called Push, which is a light little press your luck card and dice game. And I loved it so much, I wanted to do a video of, and a sort of a comparison and a versus, which is the best sort of press your luck quick light game under $15. And up until now, my heavyweight champion, or lightweight champion I should say, for that has been Deadman's Draw by Mayday Games. And so now today I'm going to give you a 1-minute overview of both of those games, and then I'm going to compare and contrast and see which one is the champion of this $15 and under press your luck game. Now, I've also reviewed some of these and I put the links below there, but here we go with the 1-minute overviews, and then we'll get to the final discussion. Push is a push your luck game for 2 to 6 players where you'll be trying to gather cards of different colors in front of you, adding them all at the end to try to have the most points. Each round, the active player is going to be taking cards off the top and adding them to one of 3 different piles, trying to get the most points for them if they can, but you have to be careful because there's only one of each color in each pile and only one of each number. So right now, if I had pulled another 6 or a blue, it has nowhere to go and you would bust. You have to find the right time to stop. And when you do stop, you get the first choice, and then other players in clockwise order will take and put the cards in front of them. And over the course of the game, you're putting cards in front of you, trying to gather yourself temporary points, but you gotta be extra careful now, because if you bust now because the green can't go anywhere because it's already there, you don't get anything. Everyone else gets to choose, but you have to roll the die. And whatever color you roll, you lose all of those points, so watch out. However, you can, for your turn, bank cards and make them safe, but you don't get to draw cards from the deck that turn. You're also coming up with dice cards that are forcing players that when they take this pile, they have to roll and possibly lose cards as well. Deadman's Draw is a push your luck game for 2 to 4 players where you're trying to gather points in front of you of 10 different types of suits, but only the best card of each suit is going to score you points. On your turn, you'll be flipping over a card and deciding whether you want to press your luck or not. If you get the same suit again, you lose the round and get nothing. But each of these cards has a special ability, like this allows you to blow up and discard a card from another player, or steal a card from another player and bring it in and activate it, or go through the treasure map and draw 3 cards from the discard pile and look at it and pick one. But again, if you push too far and you have any of the suits already there, you bust, get nothing, and everything goes to the discard pile. Some abilities allow you to see what's coming to see if you're going to bust or not. Some cards are bad and make you bring 2 more cards out, and sometimes this will cause you to bust or even do that again. But if you're able to press your luck far enough to get both a key and a treasure chest, when you stop, you're going to get this many cards additionally from the discard pile for a big payday. There's also 16 different roll cards which will give you a special ability for each game, and there's different ways to change some of the major rules in the game. All right, well there you have Deadman's Draw versus Push, because Deadman's Draw up until this point has been my champion of quick push your luck games under $15. So let's take a look at this. Let's first look at art and presentation. In this case, Deadman's Draw absolutely wins because mostly Push is kind of just blah. It looks like Uno. You know, even when we played the game a lot out in the restaurants and such, many people would come over and go, "You playing some new form of Uno?" You know, it just looks like just an old classic game from the 80s. It doesn't look very cool. Deadman's Draw has some good art. It has, you know, the hook and the sword and the mermaids and the cannon and things like that. Now there is another version of Deadman's Draw. It's called Captain Carcass. By looking at the art of that online, I thought it looked too cartoony and not as good, but actually I bought a copy of that recently, and I actually like that art even better than Deadman's Draw in person. It's very vibrant, and the art just speaks to me. So whether you have Deadman's Draw or the new version of Captain Carcass, same exact game, just different art, then, you know, Deadman's Draw definitely wins on the art and presentation. The teachability. Now, most would say, wow, this, it's got to be Push, right? Because Deadman's Draw has 10 cards and 10 suits, and each one of those has a special ability. True, But it's one of those games that you still teach as you go. You flip over a card and you go, oh, okay, that card right there. Now that just allows you to flip up that top one. Now if you bust, if this is the same one as that, you bust, otherwise you can push. Oh, okay, you got an anchor. Cool, what this means is that anything left of this is gonna be safe. Ooh, this is a cannon. You get to blow up anybody's thing, and you just kind of teach it as you go. So even though there's a lot more going on from special abilities, I gave this a tie because it is still just as easy to teach because you can teach it as you go. Player interaction. Both games have it, but push gets the nod here because in Deadman's Draw, you're interacting with other players, one at a time. And it's only on a few of the cards. It's like, oh, a cannon, I'm gonna blow up that one. Oh, a sword, I'm gonna take that one and put it up here. Those are kind of the two cards that really allow you to interact with other players' cards. Where in push, you're interacting with multiple players in the same round because two of them are going to get another pile, and so you're trying to figure out which ones to do, where to put the rolling and things like that. So I think you're interacting with more players at the same time, and so I think the interaction push gets a nod there. Replayability. I'm gonna give this one a Deadman's Draw because as I showed you, there's these these roles or trait cards that give you a different special ability each game. Plus there's those other 6 cards that you can change rules of the game. I don't play with that one that much, but having the different roles keeps the replayability up. But I will say, even without all those special abilities, push, I've played that game over 30 times just in the last, I'd say 3 weeks up to a month, and I'm not even close to being sick of it. So push still has a great replayability, but I think Deadman's Draw in the long run might have a little bit more because of those different special abilities. Big moments. Both games have those, right? Like sometimes, mostly in Deadman's Draw, it's going to be because of the chest and the key. Someone gets a really big thing, they're pushing their luck, and they have the chest, and oh, here comes the key, or oh, I can do a sword and I can steal a key, or oh, I can do a hook and bring a key in, and people cheer and they get a ton of cards, and that's cool. But the big moments in push happen, in my opinion, much more often, where, it's like, ooh, stick them with a die, ooh, you're gonna have to get a die, oh, we want red or blue, and everyone at the table starts pounding, red or blue. Red or blue, it's like, and that happens almost every turn as you get towards the end of the game, that people are getting stand-up moments. Oh my gosh, you just lost 25 points, you should have banked, So the big moments are bigger in push and they're more frequent. Player count. And this I'm giving a push 2 because Deadman's Draw plays 2 to 4, and this plays push plays 2 to 6. Now, granted, I do like push better with 4 or less, but it still works with 5 or 6 because of those swap cards, the arrow cards that make the piles go in a different direction. You could be the last player, but one of those cards comes up and you're the next player to pull that. And I think that sort of makes it work okay. So you can play with a bigger range of points. So with all that being said, I can't believe I'm saying this. For years, I think since even Deadman's Draw came out many years ago, I think even 2013 maybe, that's been my favorite quick, light, portable push your luck game. Now, this is the best push your luck game under $15. Both of these for online prices are just under $15. I have both of these. I will keep both of these. I've bought different versions of both of these actually, and I'm going to keep them both. But with that being said, the winner, the new champion of the under $15 push your luck game is Push. But again, they're both cheap. They're both no-brainers. There's a room for both of these in your collection. I say you should definitely have both of them. But if I had to only pick one, it would be Push. The overview in this video was shot on a Watson model Game Topper. Upgrade every game you play with the ultimate gaming accessory. Game Toppers, shipping now. Check them out at GameToppersLLC.com.